Hey guys, it's the BrainScratchCrew here with the most epic, the most amazing, the best game in the Legend of Zelda franchise. Link's Crossbow Training.
It's been years coming, but we finally managed to sit our asses down and record an epic tale of Wii zapping control gimmicks and What?
You want to know what the biggest disappointment for me in the Wii Zapper was? Not being able to play Resident Evil 4 with it. Because for some reason, they had this point-and-shoot game, and they put the fire button on the A button instead of the trigger.
That was the first game. That was the first game I tried out the Wii Zapper for. Honestly, yeah, I think Link's Crossbow Training came bundled with the Zapper, right?
Yeah, it was the game you got with it. So you know, for like a $30 game, it's not bad. It's a fun distraction. And you know, for years I did think it was my favorite Zelda game. Not lying.
And like everyone's got preference, you know. I'm not gonna judge out loud.
I will judge out loud.
Link's Crossbow Training. We finally made it in the wild, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway,
why are we doing this?
We had nothing better. Filler. We didn't
right. Yeah, April. Yeah, check the calendar. Anyway, with that said, yeah, Resident Evil 4 was the first game I really tried the Wii Zapper without. I was disappointed to find out that it didn't work for the reason Lewis mentioned earlier, so I did get some enjoyment out of it with the other Resident Evil Wii games, some Umbrella Chronicles and stuff like that.
That was the on-rail
one,
right?
Basically just, on-rail shooter, basically House of the Dead with Resident Evil story.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, probably not as well designed as House of the Dead overall, but you know, I kind of got bored with it. The only thing that it's really worth playing for is the additional story that actually explains what the hell happened to Umbrella between games.
What was Wesker doing in between each segment? Yeah.
Well, I thought he was just like, I don't know, ordering takeout or something.
It's like, you know, they explain how the hell they could retcon him out of death and everything, and which of the Resident Evil 1 and 2 scenarios is actually canon, which is kind of important because Wesker and Ada both have completely different fates depending on which story you play second in Resident Evil 2 or which character you play as in Resident Evil 1.
I was very quick to discard the Zapper, though, honestly. Like,
you threw it out?
I didn't throw it out, I just replaced it with, I think it was, what company was it? Nyko?
Oh,
they made their own attachment, which is pretty much a standard 9mm.
Oh, yeah, I think I have that. It's one of the Wii peripherals that actually is... The problem with that is that the trigger's too much like a real gun, in that it takes too much effort to press the thing. So you don't
lazy asshole.
Well, no, it's just when you need to like shoot really really fast, then you don't get as much you don't get as many shots out per second as if you have a really firm trigger as opposed to the loose piece of shit from the Zapper. It's an instance where having a better trigger actually detracts from your gameplay experience.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, but
I got a lot of use out of that with we're talking Resident Evil earlier, but I think there was also a Wii House of the Dead game.
There was. I forget. Overkill, was it?
It might have been that. I was over at a friend's house for New Year's at one point, and he had that set up. We had Nyko controllers. It was like I was in an arcade, and I had a lot of fun.
Now this game just basically reuses Twilight Princess assets, right?
I couldn't tell.
Very blatantly,
it doesn't just reuse the assets. You play through entire areas of Twilight Princess. Like the first town area is like brick for brick, plank for plank, the village that you start out in.
Okay, because I've never played Twilight Princess before. This is my most experience for it, actually.
How many Zelda games have you actually played?
Okay, so I've played...
Just run down the list. Start from the earliest to the latest.
Okay, so my first one was Majora's Mask. I think I played like about 10 minutes of Oracle of Ages. I've beaten Ocarina of Time. I've beaten A Link Between Worlds. Hyrule Warriors, obviously.
You've beaten Zelda 1.
Oh yeah, Zelda 1. I forgot about that. And this. So yeah, a lot of the 3D games. The only 3D game I've beaten is Ocarina of Time, if we don't count what's it called? If we don't count Hyrule Warriors. So a lot of the 3D stuff goes way over my head.
Alright, Link, I can understand why you want to shoot enemies. Pots, even. I can get away with that. But you gotta be a massive dick to shoot their food supply.
Hey, the crossbow's pretty cool. Like, his crossbow actually looks like a Wiimote. It's got like a little thingy on it that looks like the A button and whatnot. I would have liked this to be like a secret weapon in Hyrule Warriors, actually.
the crossbow.
Yeah. So yeah, there's 9 levels. You do random shit. There's always one level where it's just like target practice. Then there's like one where, there's one where you're like shooting at real things, and then there's one where you're doing other shit. It varies.
Yeah, some on rail stuff, some actually moving around stuff. It's a fun distraction.
Are you penalized for missing shots?
Basically what happens is that for every shot you get in a row, like you'll see that I have like a multiplier going here. Not missing a shot resets that combo, which is important for getting the highest score. If you hit something you're not supposed to, that's a straight out reduction of points. So, you're not encouraged to shoot blindly. The precision is really the name of the game here.
Now, is there a difference between shooting the outer ring of a target or the center of the target?
Well, if you shoot the outer ring of the target, you get less points, but you still continue your combo. Is
okay.
The thing. You'll get more points if you hit the bullseye, but the most important thing, keeping the combo going, is kept. So. It's more important that you hit at all as opposed to getting lots of points, as opposed to missing, I think. Although, obviously, you'd want to get a bullseye if at all possible, but, you know, nobody's perfect, not even me. Ah, see, there I missed. See, there I missed, and now my points are piddly shit. Also, you want to blow up the Scarecrow because you can get a free 1,000 points that way.
It's the new Goron hit single, Dick in a Target.
It's my dick in a target.
My dick in a target.
Not gonna get you a diamond rupee. That sort of shit don't mean any.
You want to know something I want to address, though? The Wii Zapper itself. The thing looks fucking ridiculous. And the entire reason it looks fucking ridiculous, as I understand it, is they didn't want it to actually look like a gun. Because...
Which Nyko gave no fucks about.
Yeah.
Because it looks exactly like a gun.
You know, that mentality bugs me because you can buy toy guns from like corner
Not anymore,
stores.
you can't.
Oh, yes you can. From like corner stores for like $2 a piece.
But they're totally okay because they've got an orange thingy on the tip that you totally couldn't just put electrical tape over and hide.
Or spray paint black.
And they'll get you banned from school now.
You want to know what made me really upset? In elementary school, for Halloween, you weren't allowed to take weapons with you. So if you were Darth Vader, you couldn't take the lightsaber to school. And
Even those little plastic ones?
yeah, nothing at all, and it made me really sad.
Huh, I was disappointed when I found out Nerf couldn't actually kill people.
What are you going to do with a toy lightsaber? They're basically plastic tubes.
Well, I can understand. You know, like not wanting to give kids anything that could like whack, that they could whack each other with. I suppose.
Dude, you can whack someone with anything. You could whack someone with your teacher's ruler. You could whack someone with your lunch. You could whack
I can
someone...
whack someone with my fists.
Have you seen how thick those textbooks can be?
Oh, dude,
hell yeah!
I remember how thick those textbooks can be because I still have back problems because of it.
But you want to know what my main problem with the lightsaber restriction is, though? The lightsaber toys are so fucking ugly, you can't mistake them for anything but toys.
Well,
They're
especially if you get the ones that keep like part of the colored part like outside of the hilt, so it just randomly looks like you've got like a half-drawn, like you've got a light dagger.
Yeah.
No, if you wanted those high-end ones, you had to pay like $100+ for it.
Yeah.
But damn, did it look cool at night.
I like... And you know, most of the good lightsaber props for costumes are literally just the hilt. Like, there's no actual saber part to the lightsaber. It's like you're wearing something on your belt.
No, that'd be ridiculous.
What would be the problem with that, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so this game is basically just a Duck Hunt sequel with a Zelda coat of paint. Do you think that they should make something like this for like actual Duck Hunt now that he's semi-relevant again because Smash Brothers?
I think the Wii U virtual thing is the closest thing we're gonna get, honestly.
Okay.
And even then, the crosshair functionality in that version makes the game piss easy. But you can turn it off if you want the original challenge.
Okay, but you know, like the original Duck Hunt, all everybody did was put the Zapper to a light bulb anyway, so you know.
I never really did that. I was more of whether or not the Zapper gun was actually going to work.
Yeah.
Well,
It
you know, they could
even by the
give-
time even by the time I was a kid, they were just kind of fiddly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they could give Duck Hunt the Punch-Out treatment and make it a download title, and I think people would like that if they gave it enough. If they gave it enough charm, you know.
Well, Punch-Out was originally a full-out disc game, albeit one that was a slight discount. I believe it was $40, but you know, I think a download Duck Hunt game would work, or you know, just straight up make Link's Crossbow Training a download game on the Wii U because they can do that.
Well, yeah, Punch-Out was a disc game, but only because the Wii was so crap at download games. The Wii U doesn't have that restriction, so they could just make a small Duck Hunt game and make it a download game, and it would be.
It would most likely be
it
would most likely be a download game at this point in time.
Oh, I
It'll
don't
work.
Well, I don't think anybody's gonna buy the $60 Duck Hunt Epic.
$50 Ted God.
Well, Wii U games go for $60 most of the time.
Honestly, over time there have been odd choices in games that go to disc format, like that one weird tilter platformer thingamajigger with the dodo bird or whatever it was that Yuji Naka did had a disc version. A very limited release disc version, but why the hell did that game need a disc version?
God, this is how you know I haven't played Twilight Princess in a while. I see this castle, I didn't immediately think Hyrule, I thought Disney.
Well, it's the fireworks. Somewhere over the
Fruit Ninja?
Do they have balloons like this in Twilight Princess?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, they actually yes they do.
Wait, they do when?
For one of the for one of the boat shooting mini games.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long time since I played Twilight Princess, so yeah.
Have you played it ever again since like the first release?
Nope.
Well, did you play the Wii version or the GameCube version?
Yeah.
I was about to ask. Do you guys prefer GameCube version or Wii version?
GameCube.
Well, how would you know if you played the Wii version and not the GameCube version? And you only played it once?
Because Wind Waker worked just fine in GameCube version, and Twilight Princess is worse, so there.
I've played both versions, in fact, so I can say with some authority, like some very minor authority, that the only real benefit to the Wii version is being able to aim better with the bow.
Yes, I missed the archery controls and hookshot Wii motion controls. Those are pretty fun.
Well, anything using the IR pointer, I think, is better on the Wii. It's just anything that involves the waggle or the accelerometer tilting is where motion starts to get a little bit iffy. And again, not always, but the IR has always been the most reliable Wii motion control, which is why I think Link's Crossbow Training holds up as like a simple like arcade shooty game because the pointing is really precise. And you know, it is dumb fun just to shoot down shit. Like, whatever the fuck these things are. Kagurgurmurmrox.
Man, I gotta tell you, I know part of it is just because this is a cheap tie-in game for the Wii Zapper, and we're gonna get more into this whenever we eventually get the Twilight Princess, but Twilight Princess, one thing that really bothered me about Twilight Princess was how washed out everything looked.
Yeah, you can see that a lot in the Smash Brothers stage, actually. Bridge of Eldin, it's all browns and oranges. There's no green or blue anywhere.
Twilight Princess tried to go for a dark, serious color tone, but it didn't really have the smoothness of graphics to pull that off.
It did have a lot of bloom, though. I remember that much.
Yeah.